Hey yo, we locked in. It's due season. Hey, it's your boy man, Carl Anthony, and before I get this video going, hit that like button so them algorithms can, let this video show up. Um, Briefly, man, everybody out here on quarantine, shout out to y'all. Keep your head focused, you know. Um, Keep your head on the swivel, locked in, and we're gonna get through it. Trust me, you know. Keep praying, keep giving thanks to the Most High. Stay on your dean, and look, get focused, man. Uh, this weekend was the first full weekend from Friday to Sunday where I didn't, you know, cut any hair, make any extra money, and I was just sitting in the house, you know. And of course, my kids love me around and having me around and stuff like that, and that's cool. And it kind of made me, look, like, man, spending time with my kids is very valuable, man, because it changes how they act, you know. But and I'm always been the type of father to really spend time with my kids. But um, what I'm saying is, you know, I got a job, as you see, I'm at work right now. I'm in a essential service type of business. I work for the city, so um, when when you think about stuff like your side businesses and stuff like that, like I cut hair. I used to cut hair full time back in the day. Um, but you know, when you have kids and a family and health care, and when I was younger and my son was first born, and I was cutting hair full time in the barbershop. It was kind of rough because you know, like I was making pretty good money, but making good money and still having to cover a lot of expenses is crazy. Like I had a lot of expenses. When you bring a child in the world, it's like, and my son's mom wasn't, she wasn't working at the time, and so it was all on me. I put a lot of things on the back burner. Um, but like cutting hair is one of those things that's you feel like, always feel like if I didn't have this job that I have, that I can always fall back on cutting hair. But imagine if my job went belly up in these times with this virus, I wouldn't have cutting hair either. So that's why, you know, one of my main focuses over this time has been about finding streams of income that don't depend on my physical body being in a certain place. You know, you can call it laptop money, mailbox money, whatever the case it is. But those are the important sources and streams of income to have, because in times like this where, you know, the near future is uncertain, you really got to have something that can hold you down and still sustain your lifestyle if everything else was to go belly up. So I've been brainstorming real strong, and it's always been a part of me. Like I cut hair and I love to cut hair, and the only thing about it, and I make good money at that. I'm charging $35 a haircut. Um, I should be charging more in my opinion, but whatever. Um, I was making pretty good money at that, but I got rent to pay at my shop, and just been thinking like I don't really want. I've been cutting hair a long time, and I love the craft of it, but it's physically taxing on you. Anybody who's a barber knows that, like, standing up all day, getting to the money, it's rewarding, but it's also damaging. So finding ways where you can literally, like, if I can leave my home to another state, another country, and still make the same money I was making if I was at home, it's a beautiful thing. Find ways to become an expert at something. You know, man, education is currency. You know, if you're reading, you know, like whatever you good at, find a way to monetize it and teach about it. Teaching is key. Everybody needs an education. You know what I'm saying? So we gotta really start thinking different. I've been also doing things like following the stock market a little bit. You know, I'm not in. I've never invested in stocks, but I've always been interested in it. But this time to think has been really getting me thinking. Like, yeah, we in a down market, but those are the, you know, they say that's where, you know, the millionaires are made. So I've been looking at certain stocks. You know, we look at gas. Gas stocks have been going down a lot, which is good to me because I remember when back in like '08 when gas prices was like, you know, $200 or $200 something dollars a share, and now they're like $29 a share, $30 a share, $22 a share for some of them, right? So I'm like, man, I know it may still be volatile and may, you know, the quarantine is keeping people inside, so things are not moving as much. Manufacturing is slowing down, but the minute some of this stuff is lifted, the minute some of this stuff is, you know, subsided, oh, that's going back up. It's going back up. So if you get in when the market is low on certain things, you're only going to benefit when it goes back up. So you got to figure out ways to diversify your money, you know. If you got a little extra money that you can just, you know, play with it the right way. Don't gamble it. Think strategically, man. Follow the market a little bit. Don't just hop in and jump in and look. What I'm gonna do is, as soon as I pull the trigger on investing, I'm gonna show y'all what I do. I'm starting off small too. I'm not lying about anything. I'm not gonna be saying, "Oh, I put 5,000 down." No, I'm not. Okay, but I am gonna start off just so I can get my feet wet, and also because my son, you know, he's in 8th grade. He been coming to me lately saying that he wants to invest in stocks. I'm like, it just came out of nowhere. I never really talked to him about stocks. So, you know, but he got some friends at school where, you know, their parents are, you know, pretty well off or whatever, and, you know, it's been intriguing him. So I'm like, And I know, like, the younger you start, the better it is for you. So I'm like, man, if I could start him off now, 13, and help him build a portfolio where by the time he's 25, he'll be sitting on something mean. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got to depend on nothing. He want to be in the NBA. So just let's say he does make it to the NBA, but he also got this stock portfolio that he's been working on since he was 13. By the time he's 25, he can, you know, if he blow out his knee, we not wishing that on him. I'm just saying, if anything happens where he can't play in the NBA, if he does make it, he's sitting on money. He's sitting on money. So all my young guys out there, if you listen to this video, think about the stock market, but be strategic, man. I'm not no one to look to as far as insight on the stock market. I'm just saying, I'm getting into it myself. I'm a late bloomer, okay? But look into it. It's a lot of people on YouTube that's got a wealth of knowledge. There's books out there that you can read. It's a lot of knowledge, man, for free that you can get to get yourself started. In fact, I'm gonna link to a YouTube page from the Wall Street Trapper. Black dude. He used to be an ex-drug dealer or whatever, and now he's into investing in stocks. He got a lot of knowledge, man. I'm telling you, he's helped me out So it's had me start looking at things differently. And I'm gonna link him below, link his video, like one of his YouTube channel below, so you can check out what he got going. Side note, um, even if you don't want to invest, you got to save. Save everything that you can. Like the fact that, you should be doing a lot less eating in the streets, especially if you're in the high, infected areas like New York, Chicago, LA, Washington. Like, limit the restaurant going, So that means you can save even more money. If you get some groceries and learn how to stretch your food, eat what you got. Also, man, in this time, like if you don't have a woman and you practicing semen retention, stay on it. This is the most important time to stay on it, man. It's easier. You shouldn't even want nobody over your house. Like really. Like I know, the younger you are, the more company you want, but it's strength in it's strength in standing alone and being alone. I don't mean being lonely, the feeling of being lonely. I mean being alone, like being by yourself. Okay, there is strength in that. Okay, and so what you got to understand is the strength in being alone is being focused, right? Being able to focus without distractions. But the minute you add distractions like porn and things like that, and just scrolling on Instagram all day or Twitter, or even YouTube, the minute you add those distractions to your life, you're going to realize that, man, I'm wasting time, right? And so all my guys out there, you should be, no fap should definitely be a part of your system, right? Or your process. Semen retention, try it, man. Just do it. Start now. Like you can start. This is the best time to start if you haven't been on it, man. Practice semen retention. Go try to ride out this whole quarantine without the bust. You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, and then just find ways to stimulate your mind the right way. Pray, read the Bible, read a book, get well-rounded in stocks, in the stock market. Find something constructive to do to really enhance your life. I'm telling you, it'll pay off in the end. Get on your purpose when it comes to these, to the way you want to live, man. Stay away from the women for a while. Like, this is the time to lock in for real. Become the best man that you can be, and everything, it'll change for you, man. So we're gonna, make it happen, man. Like and subscribe. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.